Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried.
I see.
I'm sorry, John.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to her. I swear.
better go home, sir.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Somebody help! What do you want? Somebody help! What do you want?
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about...
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Shaoshun. Thank you.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony. Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father. The soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive.
Don't you see? You're doing the...
And so this is why you're here. To warn me.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost...
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared...
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Step away, sir.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
There's one of them! Watch yourselves! Don't like that, do ya? Shit, that leech is far!
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal...
There are no secrets from God, my son.
I've words for one...
Your eyes burn with rage. Yet I see the pain that...
Very well, priest.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled.
It was an accident.
I see.
She died because of...
I have a final question for you, my son. This is...
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I'm so sorry, Mary.
You have been heard, my son.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It doesn't... Hello again. Very well. Goodbye, then. You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature.
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life.
Be stilled, my child.
What is it you seek?
This age is...
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith.
Of course, you're right.
You mentioned a dead patient.
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Very well.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else.
In what way?
Jonathan.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton.
So Hampton became more beast than man. Rest assured.
McCullum is a fanatic. The guard will stop at nothing. You don't know...
Very well, since I... Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd like to see...
Wise choice.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
I'm eternal.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself. Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any...
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and...
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not...
Newton, don't be sorry. We'll meet again soon, and we will be serene and beautiful.
In the streets. Aren't up.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Leech spotted! Watch out! Murdering bastard! It ain't you! then!
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
Lively! Shoot this thing! Die! It's on me! It's on Christ! I'm still alive.
I cannot enter.
Mine! I'll take it. Over there! There's one of them vermin! This one's mine! Yeah, taste this!
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you? So you won't tell me your name?
The name is Booth Digby.
Are you some kind...
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge.
So you're a concern...
Using funny jokes about me.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby.
I could kill you for saying that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your...
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me.
What can you...
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people...
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time.
More efficient.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you.
Do you know where I can find...
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to...
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Shorthampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Got no idea who she's dealing with.
Good evening, miss.
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches. Miss Edwina.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea. What is it, Doc?
Behind all...
Romance.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something.
Are you aware of what...
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end.
What can you...
I'm a businesswoman.
Gang member...
If you're interested...
You're quite...
I like...
I'm not interested...
Fair enough.
Since my...
That's exactly what that stupid trade...
What can you tell...
You can't trust...
Really?
Bastard.
You sound like you're thinking of...
Take the gravediggers of Southwark.
Looting...
Whatever.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with them.
And your conscience is...
Violence is an efficient...
So you decide...
Yes, Doctor.
Can I see what you have?
As long as you have money.
Good...
Hello again.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang...
Listen to what the idiot had to say first. You again.
Tell me about the man you killed.
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate.
There has to be more.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done, Rap.
Don't you see it's a...
That's what my sweet...
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Hello.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean
The sad saint?
Yes, he was.
You don't say.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Mark my words, miss.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. The sewer dog is back. And hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
Sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Fine. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not. He's just another lost orphan.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy...
Yes, you had...
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember.
Surely you...
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Sounds like you were an idea.
No, sir.
Do you really think that...
No.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world.
Do you still see your comrades?
No. I hope they'll come to share my...
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But
I'm looking...
I really don't know.
Who could tell me, then?
About the sad saint.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. Good evening.
What?
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Sounds like an easy good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as the someone.
No one will ever know what I did. I'm gonna die with blood on my hands. No one will remember me.
For now, everything seems under control. More or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this garden.
Good evening, sir.
And what do you...
My name...
A vampire hunter?
I know what you...
Mr. Throck...
A man of...
Have you heard of the...
Of course.
Were you ever tempted?
I did think about it, but I...
So you hunt alone?
Vampires are just like every other...
What can you tell me about this?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Jill?
It's impossible to protect everyone.
But it's my duty.
So, how exactly are you protected?
I patrol late at night, investigating anything.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that...
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a...
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or...
What's your...
I take care of my mum. That's what I do.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile.
What can you tell?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least unlike most maggots he...
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Hello, boy.
Hello.
Did I scare you? You have...
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid...
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my...
What do you do around here?
I listen to the news on the dock, sir.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
This city has abandoned, so...
I've known worse.
Why do you think she's so...
I can't...
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work...
Oh, the Spanish...
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fish... I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry. So you have questions about...
Yes.
Forgive my...
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed.
May I...
Since my husband died.
Did your husband...
Oh no.
How do you...
My...
How is...
Life as always...
Do you think...
Don't know. But it's...
Violence has always...
And self... Should I have turned my Seymour in? Was my crime to love my son?
Good evening.
Yeah.
Do you require medical? I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing.
And is it your purpose?
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir.
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome.
Tom, I need to...
I heard the sad...
I believe he...
Oh, I bet you...
Please.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but
The important thing is I find him. Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
So few clients.
Seems like the guard of everyone is on Shorthampton's trail.
Can you back on some of this? Crush the leech, boys! Die, Bernie! Die, leech! Burn it, boys! Die, Bernie! Want some of this? Crush the leech, boys! Die, Bernie! Burn it, boys! Die, Bernie! Crush the leech, boys! I'll send
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
This is no place for you, sir.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night.
And what about...
You want...
I'm looking...
Mr.
He was a...
I see. My poor sister. What will happen to her now that I'm gone? Giselle, I'm so sorry.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize. What a waste of life. I only managed to be hated by all the people I loved.
Why the long face, Doctor?
How dare...
I'm still me in here.
Since you left Pembroke,
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd.
Why did you kill me?
Killed old...
People
have a little faith.
How do you...
Take this...
I'll
be... We'll have a talk when you've returned from the sewers, Dr. Reed.